Oh, the North Country is a hard country that mothers a bloody brood, and its icy arms hold hidden charms for the greedy, the sinful, and lewd. And strong men rush from the gold and the lust that sears in the Northland's soul, but the wickedest born, from the pole to the horn, is the hermit of Chartreuse Shoal. And Jacob Cain was the hermit's name in the days of his pious youth. There he cast a smirch on the Baptist church by betraying a girl named Ruth. But now men quake at Yukon Jake, the hermit of Chartreuse Shoal, for that is the name that Jacob Cain is known by from Nome to the pole. He was just a boy in a parson's joy, where he fell for the gold and the muck. He learned to pray with the dogs in the hay on a farm near Keokuk. The service tale of illicit kale and whiskey and women wild drained the morals clean as a soup tureen from his poor but honest child. He longed for the bite of a Yukon night and the northern lights' weird flicker, or a game of stud in the frozen mud and the taste of raw red liquor. He wanted to mush along in the slush with a team of husky hounds and to fire his gat at a beaver's hat and knock it out of bounds. So he left his home from the hellhound Nome, from the Alaska's ice-ribbed shores. He learned to curse and to drink and worse, till the rum dripped from his pores. When the boys on the spree were drinking it free in the Malamute saloon, and Dan McGrew and his dangerous crew shot craps in the piebald coon, when the kid on his stool banged away like a fool at the jag time right melody, and the barkeep vowed to the hard-boiled crowd that he'd cremate Sam McGee. And Jacob Cain, who had taken the name of Yukon Jake the Killer, would rake the dive with his 45 till the atmosphere grew chiller. With a sharp command, he'd make 'em stand and deliver their hard-earned dust and drink the bar dry of rum and rye at the Keokuk bully must. Without coming to blows, he would tweak the nose of dangerous Dan McGrew, and becoming bolder, throw over his shoulder the lady that's known as Lou. Oh, tough as a steak with Yukon Jake, hard-boiled as a picnic egg. He washed his shirt in the Klondike dirt and drank his rum by the keg. In fear of their lives, or because of their wives, he was shunned by the best of his pals. An outcast he from the camaraderie of all but the wild animals. So he bought from the hole of the Chartreuse Shoal a reef in the Bering Sea, and he lived by himself on the sea lion shelf in lonely iniquity. But miles away in Keokuk did a ruined maiden fight to remove the smirch from the Baptist church by bringing the heathen light. And the elders declared that all would be spared if she carried the holy word from her Keokuk home to the hellhound Nome to save those sinful birds. So 2 weeks later she took a freighter for the gold-cursed land near the pole. But heaven ain't made for a lass that's betrayed. She was wrecked on Chartreuse Shoal. All hands were tossed at sea and lost, all but the maiden Ruth, who swam to the edge of the sea lion's ledge, where abode the love of her youth. He was hunting a seal for his evening meal. He handled a mean harpoon. When he saw at his feet, not something to eat, but a girl in a frozen swoon, whom he dragged by the hair to his lair by the dripping hair, as he rubbed her knees with gin. To his great surprise, she opened her eyes and revealed his original sin. His 8-month beard grew stiff and weird, and it felt like a chestnut burr, and he swore by the gizzard and the artist's blizzard that he'd do right by her. But the cold sweat froze on the end of her nose till it gleamed like a tuft of pearl, while her bright hair fell like a flame from hell down the back of the grateful girl. But a hopeless rake was Yukon Jake, the hermit of Chartreuse Shoal, and the dizzy maid he re-betrayed and wrecked her immortal soul. And then he rowed to the shore with a broken oar, and he sold her to Dan McGrew for a husky dog and some hot eggnog, as rascals are wont to do. Now, ruthless Ruth is a maiden uncouth with scarlet cheeks and lips, and she sings rough songs in the drunken throngs that come from the sealing ships. For a rough, stained kiss from her infamous lips, they'd give a seal's thick fur, or perhaps a stable, if they were able. It's much the same to her. Oh, the North Country is a rough country that mothers a bloody brood, and its icy arms hold hidden charms for the greedy, the sinful, and lewd. And strong men rust from the gold and the lust that sears the Northland soul. But the wickedest born, from the pole to the horn, was the Hermit of Sharptooth Shoal.
What was the name of that one?
The Ballad of Yukon Jake.